Greetings, welcome, thank you for joining me. Hey, welcome to any new subscribers. Aquarius, this is your reading for November 2019. We are heading into 2020, a new decade of the 21st century, a whole new number change system, so numerologically a new vibration coming in. Aquarius, we're moving into your age, the age of Aquarius, the dawning of it. There's a lot of change going on galactically at the collective conscious level with energy coming into the planet. These are times that we are moving into now that we really don't have any previous records of the type of immensity that is coming for us. So this is a really good time to connect with yourself, to foster your own soul's reason for being here, to foster your growth, to find some inner peace and harmony and balance. So as you move forward into 2020, these are some of the things that you should be working on and thinking about. November itself, we have Mercury going direct and Neptune going direct. We have a full moon in Taurus, which could provide good grounding. It could also give us lots of energy around the base chakra. So that's things like finances, careers, our homes, friends, family, tribal energy, things like that. That might be in the forefront around that time when the full moon is in November. It's a universal month of 5. There is also the 11-11 portal. Now, some of the messages I got for you guys before I tuned into your reading were about your psychic self and becoming more attuned to that. This is a time that portals are open and you are advised to listen and look, to use your senses to solve issues, see perspectives, truth, knowledge and clarity around you. Use the energy of love to solve problems, so apply love in situations. See the situation from other people's perspectives. Your third eye may be activated in this month of November, so some of you may find dreams, revelations, the area of the forehead in your body or around that top part of your head, some way in the firing line, if you like, in November. You may have visions and you may experience more synchronicities than usual as well. So I've been saying that this month's readings are quite intense because of the energy around, and I think because of the I didn't even get to start and they shot out, so I think I will pick them up. They've gone onto the floor for you, so just bear with me while I get these cards. Air sign energy, yourself, the Knight of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles, talking about the earth sign energy. So the Knight of Swords is often a guise, if you like, for bringing in activated energy around ideas or promotions or movements or communication. So he causes a bit of conflagration, like the fire in the background of the tower. He can be very feisty with words, a little bit like yourselves. So this is when the mind and the mouth are in active communication. But it doesn't just have to be verbal. This can be communication through the realm of any form, even written, so emails and things like that. You might be firing yourself up with intention or directions or some form of communication. He can be a little bit terse, so sometimes it pays to think how you're speaking and remember what you got told before, to put yourself in other people's shoes and see from the other side of the coin as well, especially if you're talking around finances or business or career opportunities. You utilize the words you use with caution, and it could reap dividends if you do it the right way, is the message that's coming through. Some of you are either wanting to communicate about either careers or jobs or money or finances or things like that in your life. So communication could be key for the month, but it's how you communicate that's really important. The Knight of Swords can often be an inspirational burst of energy, but it doesn't necessarily keep going. So you might find this is a really powerful surging point of an idea or something that gets pushed forward in terms of, could be fundamentally something to do with the base chakra area. So this is either career, ideas, or finances, or money, but it can also involve other people in the situation. Now the Four of Pentacles that's come out together as they might be connected. He's worried about his money overall, but he doesn't really need to be. So for some of you, this could be this feeling of agitation or hyper energy could be coming about due to something tied up with your finances or your money, or how you're spending it, or how you're earning it. So again, try and extrapolate things out and see the bigger picture before you jump in and fire off, like wild emails, or pick up a phone and yell down the end of it at someone. There's more than meets the eye. This card is very much a card that tells you, take stock of things and look a little bit deeper and come to understand that there's more opportunity, or there's more things hidden, or advancements, or something about your money that isn't as bad as you think, or there's another opportunity, or you've got somewhere else, or it comes to you in one way or another somehow else. Let me see, I'll pick the cards up the right way. So this is for Aquarius for November. That was a very quick message that came out. What else can we tell Aquarius? Yeah, you see, that's really cool. So the Ace of Pentacles after this one, this is the gift, if you like. It's the gift of the potentiality of new avenues for money, new opportunities for money. This can be through creative thought, because the Pentacles hasn't quite landed down into the reality stage yet. It's still sometimes a thought or an idea. And this is where this could be tied in up here as well, because the Knight of Swords is very much a thought proposition. It's this concept and moving of ideas and communication. So it for some of you, a lot of you, it's definitely tied into some sort of money dealings. It's tying into verbal discussions or communications you're having with other people as well. But I see this as being more of a positive outcome. And as I said, I think this is a forewarning for you guys about how you deal with a situation. There's positives in it, just don't let it get out of control with either a temper or communicating to the wrong people, or in the wrong manner, or at the wrong time. You have to strategically work out for the month what is actually potentially the upside of some deal or something that you're dealing with. This could also refer to other air sign people around you who may also be causing a little bit of, excitement or inflammation around ideas or communication, or speed things up, or get this done, or yeah. I get that feeling around it, but don't panic, because I think there's great opportunity here to slow things down and think about it at a broader perspective, especially in terms of new ideas, opportunities. Some of you may even find that you're being loaned some money, gifted some money. Let's see what else is around for Aquarius for November. Now remember, I think these readings could even be going longer than, oh my God, I think these readings could even be going longer than November. I think they might take you into December and into 2020. So the Nine of Pentacles, another fabulous opulent card of feeling content or safe, or as if your money has come to a positive place of protection, of goodwill, of charity. This, look at her, she bodes so well. So she's the Nine of Pentacles. She is about sensuality, she's about opulence, she's about enjoying life, engaging in the good things. This can often mean socializing, attending events that where you either host or someone like her who's an earth sign person is hosting events. These can be big events. These might be corporate meetings. These could be political meetings. They could even be events where some celebrities are attending. But there's all this positive elk coming out here with your money for some reason. It really does bode quite nicely. And the Chariot. So the Chariot's a major arcana, so you have a major arcana and an ace. Now the Chariot card is about, it's got so many different levels and perspectives, but if we're here in the physical world, which is what the money is in life, money is very much the base chakra, it's the physical dynamics of life. And there's a lot of reddy brown on this card as well. So it feels as though it's connected to the physical of life. Now the Chariot can often represent our vehicles or our mode of travel in life. So this could be going on a trip for some of you, and sometimes this is a road trip, so going on a roadie, possibly in a car or a large vehicle. It can also be about the car that you own. Some of you may be buying a new car. This could be coming into the reality. Some of you may need things done to your car. You may be upgrading it. Sometimes there's an unexpected event with a car when this is in, so be careful of locking your keys out in the car or losing your keys, or sometimes needing some unexpected maintenance. But I'm also looking at these moons up here, and I'm thinking this whole event cycle could tie into the eclipse, which is coming on Boxing Day. The eclipse is the last one for 2019, so it's emptying things out of the cupboard, but at the same time it's opening the doors up to the cupboard of 2020. So some of these events could well be tied into 2020 or having opportunities into the offering of 2020. Now, so travel is on the cards. Shifting homes is also on the cards when this Chariot is out. Some of you may potentially be buying a new home. And it may affect you at the heart chakra level, because he holds very tightly that money into his heart. Sometimes he is gifted money. Sometimes he finds he is the person of an inheritance. So there's a lot of great potential in the beginning of this reading for you guys. The Chariot also can talk about a spiritual awakening or an awareness or a balancing, because we have the black and the white of the horses. They also represent action, movement in all dynamics and perspectives of life. Sometimes the spiritual, sometimes the physical. But it's also a card of balance, of your internal balance and of strength. So this can be regaining strength from a physical weakness in life, or from a period of spiritual weakness as well. Remember that the Chariot is a card of movement, so it is moving you into the future, this card, the Chariot. Aquarius, November, what else would you like to tell them? Those ones were really in a hurry to get out. They had a lot to say, and they've grouped themselves, I think, really beautifully, and that's the way they came out. So they really wanted you to listen. They want you to understand the messages. They want you to look into what's behind them. This can also be an earth sign person who might be coming into your life, because you've got a lot of earth sign in the reading as well. So this could be representative of earth sign people around you, new relationships or current relationships that are possibly rebalanced, or that the earth sign people, are the ones that are the recipients of the money that pay dividends for you in your life as well. Aquarius for November. I love the Judgment card. You know, a lot of people get a little bit frightened of it. I love it because it tells us that we're on a stage of waking up in life and finding awareness and answers and self-discovery. And it's usually, to me, it's a card of intense freedom. It's the freeing up of restrictive limitations that we've had in our mindset, in our physicality, and in our spirituality. And I said that a little bit about the Chariot card, that I felt that you could be bringing more balance in here to your life, that you are moving forward with some awareness or awakening, and the Judgment is the very same card. So it can be a time in life where many changes take place, and we've talked about that from the very beginning of the reading, of course, and I think that these two cards denote that really, really well. The Judgment card is an epiphany. You often will receive messages from, from above, the celestial realm, the collective conscious, your higher self, into the top of the head and into the third eye. And I talked about tuning into your psychic self, and that you might be awakened in your third eye, and it might be activated. You might have dreams, revelations. The area of the forehead might be activated, or something happens to you in this time period. This can also affect the ears. Some of you, it could be literal hearing issues that need to be addressed, or you may find that you're hearing something that you haven't heard before, and you understand something at a greater level, or you overhear conversations that could very well be synchronistic events for you to take great heed of. This is delivered through an angelic or celestial higher vibrational force, so some of you may be awakened to that as well. So Aquarius, I think it's a beautiful end for the tarot cards there to stop with these two major arcanas. They give off so much information. So from your own perspective, you need to work into the deeper meanings of the cards that are sitting there as well, and find out what are the cathartic messages that are tuning in for you. We'll take a couple from this spirit deck and see what is here for Aquarius. What spirit guides are here to, animal spirit guides are here to help them, pass any more messages to them. This is for Aquarius for November. Aquarius, November. The Seahorse spirit, watch and wait. So there's a little bit of watching to go on, and there's a little bit of waiting. So whether there's a time delay in some of these events taking place, and for sure things like the Chariot and the Judgment, they have a lot of time involved in them. We're talking about the timing of galactic life, of soul, the soul's journey. So the soul's journey is limitless in many ways. It's not just this lifetime. So the watch and wait, if we're talking about evolution of your soul, it doesn't happen overnight. It's a process of evolution. It takes time. But it could be referring to that. It could also be referring to waiting for something to mature, to evolve, to occur. So if there's something you've been, you've put your hand up for, or you are expecting a result. It could be a health result, a health check. It could be an exam result. It could be hearing from someone that you have waited a long time to hear about. If any of those are on your mind and you're still waiting, you may have to wait a little bit longer. Remember, I said in the message, you need to look and listen. Well, look is watch, and I got this feeling about you having to look at things. So it's about a perspective, a dynamic here for you guys. I don't think we'll look at all of those. We're not going to look at that much, are we? That's a bit much to try and figure out. Oh, okay. We've got a couple. Elephant spirit, learn from the past, and deer spirit, bring a gentle touch. And I think that's really beautiful too, and I think that really does resonate with the words that were given to you at the beginning about being able to see other people's perspectives in life, and to bring love into every situation, especially for healing anything that you wish to heal, whether it's emotional, for yourself. You know, be kind to yourself too. Bring a gentle touch to your own life, and any problems or feelings or worries or fears that you have. But also with other people, it's about bringing a gentle touch in terms of solving issues with other people, especially putting yourself in their shoes, listening and looking and watching. The elephant, of course, is the great redeemer of memory and thinking of things in the past. So where it says learn from the past, for some of you, this could well be a past life issue that you're dealing with, and it could be the end of a karmic cycle coming through, and that can be, you know, what the Judgment card releases us from. It can release us from bonds that have been held for a very long time, allowing us freedom. In a way the same as the Chariot card, we are on the move and we are bringing balance into situations, and we can balance things that have been in the past and move forward with more ease and more harmony in terms of balance. So I wonder what else the elephant spirit might have to say from the book. So I'll have a wee look for you guys. Elephant spirit is talking to you about not dismissing the past that has made you who you are. So in terms of the fact that the Judgment card opens new doors for you and allows you to move into freer thinking or more free form or a new direction, at the same time there seems to be quite a strong message here for you about acknowledging and paying gratitude or receipt to the lessons of the past, so that you honour them in one way or another, and that you don't dismiss them and walk forth in this new direction with any animosity or even guilt or annoyance. Because if you do that when you are changing direction and you are angry about the past, let's say whether it be a relationship or whether it be a belief system that's held you back, or even whether it be a health anomaly that has prevented you from functioning the way you would like to have functioned, we have to understand that all parts of the past shape us into who and where we are now. And the who and where we are now is the reality. That is the present. That is us. So by acknowledging the past, it allows us to move freely into the future. There's a couple of different sayings. There is no presence in the past, or there is no future in the past, and that is the truth. There is no future in the presence either. The presence is the current time, so we must give gratitude to that. And I think the elephant is just telling us to remember it's the past that shaped us, and that's who we are. So there's no point denying parts of us, there's no point hiding from it, there's no point denigrating it. It's accepting every aspect of us collectively into who we are. So I think that's the main messages from the elephant spirit. That there's a protective form of message too for the elephant spirit that says, are you feeling uncomfortable with a tradition, custom or familiar behavior that no longer fits who you are? And for some of you this might well be this, the Judgment card causes those sort of feelings. Do you wish the past could be erased so it could no longer cause you a moment's pain? Elephant spirit is here to encourage you to write a different story and alter the traditions in ways that acknowledge that we all evolve, for transformation is our nature. Elephant spirit calls you to not be selective in your memory, because ignoring the good or the bad will prevent you from growing your wisdom and strength. Build on the best of the past, learn from the worst, and walk into the future with dignity, accompanied by elephant spirit who remembers the truth and honours your strength and wisdom. And that perhaps is the nice way to finish off with that, because you have got to where you are through your strength and wisdom, okay? And it is by honouring all parts of us that we can proceed forward as the whole being that we are. So one final card, because that's a lovely reading for you guys anyhow. But these are the chakra energy cards. We'll just see if we can get one out for Aquarius. We don't want too many here, guys. Just one. What is the last message for Aquarius for the November reading? What will it benefit them to understand? Perhaps Aquarius, one last message for them. Okay, sexuality. That's nice for you all. You know, we are physical beings in this world, and there is a degree of that once we become adults. So openness, sharing, beauty and honour. So some of you, this may be playing quite a role, whether it's in an intimate relationship you have with another person, whether it's a new relationship that you are embarking on where intimacy is playing a role. I could pick to read from the book for you too, some of the more important messages there. This comes to us from the sacral chakra area, which is in that part of the body through there. That's also where our creativity and our passion stem from. So for some of you, this could be a blockage that is in this part of the body or the spiritual aspect of life that may need freeing up or may need activating or may need a clearing of some sort. Some of you, you know, like may need opening. Some of you may need to honour this part of your life more or to pay it more respect and dignity. Some of you may need a clearing, as in there could be like you may have picked up something from someone else that may need treatment one way or another as well. So those are some of the things to think of. Each of you will come to ponder upon this card in your own manner. But some of the words are, it is time to express and experience your passions and desires, to honour the power of your sexual energy as a sacred creative life force, not only in your union with another, but also in your life. On the surface level, this card is an invitation to become aware of and communicate your sexual values, needs and wants with your partner. Talk about what you enjoy. Open the pathway to move beyond fears or restrictions that each of you may carry from the past. Honour your true feelings about sex and sexuality. On a deeper level, it is time to raise your awareness of the divine aspects of your own sexual energy. To acknowledge yourself as a sexual being, not as popular culture perceives it, but as a pure expression of creative life force in all aspects of your being. It is time to become comfortable with the unique essence of your physical form, who you are, your colouring and textures, the way you dress, your fragrance and body language. Expand your daily expression of your own inner fire and sexuality. And for a lot of people at the moment, there is a time of change or a period of change with people. Some people are in the stages of finding their true sexuality, meaning that they may be attracted to same-sex relationships where in the past they may not have been. For others, there may have been sexual abuse that they have lived with, whether it be undertaken by an intimate partner or whether they have had an encounter with a stranger and their sexuality was damaged or harmed. So for any of you who have a darkness around that area in your life, this is a very, very good time to open that and to allow a healing to take place. Because as I said, there are many portals opening. And I know there are so many people in the world who one way or another have either been shamed or blamed or harmed in the realm of sexuality, because it is an area that humans can abuse, unfortunately. So I'm personally passing over to anyone who has suffered or has a darkness or a fear or a pain or loss or disease associated with the sexuality. I am passing forward in this reading a blessing to you all, a blessing of a calming and of a healing and of a clearing. And with that energy requires in the sacral chakra any of the orange coloured crystals that we have around. So I can bring them out, the orangey crystals, to place as a energy activator. They are scattered all around, but I do have a few. There's a variety of different ones here to work with. So this energy coming in here, utilizing the orange earth tone crystals on the sexuality card, for those of you who need a healing, I'm just putting this into place here. For those of you who need any healing or clearing or freeing up after any pain that has taken place in this area of the body, all of these crystal energy here is working right now towards energizing the chakra point, allowing an opening, allowing a cleansing, removing any anger, helping to relieve any fear, freeing up any karmic past life pain, allowing an opening for new soulmate energy to come in. Healing any internal disorder or any internal disharmony. Letting go of resentment, allowing this sacral chakra, the wheel, the energy wheel, to flow, to creating some flow again for those of you who it's been completely blocked or stuck. Allowing vision and to be able to see past the trauma and the hurt as well. This is the base chakra, which will activate up through to the sacral chakra with all these crystals here. The energy flow will all be cohesively activated. That activation, meditation and Reiki energy, obviously if that wasn't interesting to you or didn't appeal to you or didn't resonate with you, then you needn't worry about it. But for the people who have a problem or wanted some activation in that part of their body or in that realm, in the sexuality zone, then this will be a great meditation or healing energy to come back to and to listen to from time to time. So yeah, I wish you all the very best, Aquarians, for your November month and into 2020 with much love and abundance, acceptance, growth and awareness and patience and activation. So thank you again everyone for tuning in. I wish you all much love and may you have a wonderful month ahead. So much love everyone. Namaste.